What's happening, people? Welcome back to the channel. What midweek Champions League is done without Manchester United. I'm sure you all missed us in Europe. As we're nearing towards the weekend, back to Premier League football, I thought who best to bring on than my cousin Abib, the first Chelsea fan on this channel. How do you feel being the first Chelsea fan?
It's honor, it's a privilege, but how I really feel is how has it taken so long to have some Chelsea representation? That's the real question. Our Blue Army, they need a voice.
Yeah, most certainly you need a voice. I'm trying to round up the amount of Chelsea fans I know, but you're probably one of the very few. That makes you the biggest one I know. So
Can I say, man, I
but
guess I just enjoy the success of my own, I guess. All these other guys are missing out, man.
no. But you know what? Now that we've had you on, I've got you on. I'll make sure to re-invite you throughout the season and to try and get a lot more perspective on from like a Chelsea fan, really. But look, before we get started, obviously the main reason why we're here today, I'm obviously gonna still try and get a quick thoughts on your season so far. You feel about yesterday, but we'll and then go into like the Saturday's game. But first and foremost, people, if you could please subscribe to the channel, share this with your friends and family, comment, let us know what your thoughts are. If you agree with us, if you disagree with us, and I'll reply back. Talking about comments, you disagreed with AK the other day when he said that Bayern was going to beat Chelsea. I know he was a bit ambitious with the scoreline, but they still beat you 3-1. So what was your thoughts on that? What's your thoughts on the game, actually?
You know what it is? I was watching the video, and then I was watching it, and when he started saying 5-1 Chelsea, 5-1 to Bayern, 4-0 to Bayern, I was like, well, you're talking to the world champions. How are you going to come with this disrespect to a competition that they were in? And he was saying 4-0. I couldn't believe it. And then I realized we're facing you guys on the weekend too. So maybe I got a bit too carried away in the comments. I'll admit. This is my one time to take like a double shot to both of you. Like when's that ever going to happen, in it? But no, we got humbled. To be fair, we got humbled yesterday. What can I say? The thing is, it's a weird one. Like, obviously, I'm disappointed we didn't win. I think Bayern deserved to win, but what I can say is I don't think we were like completely outclassed, to be honest. I feel like we were in the game. We had chances. I think we were a good match to them. Like, we were playing our football. But I think just on the day, like Bayern's individual quality just outshone against us. Like when you have guys like Elise who can just create something out of nothing, right? With that first goal, took it down the line, whipped it in. And I think it was a Chalobah goal in the end. You got a guy, world-class strikers like Harry Kane making a difference. Like, honestly, like how can you really stop him in it? So unfortunately, yeah, probably we gave away too many errors. So am I disappointed? Yes. Is it the end of the world? No, because when I watch us play, first and foremost, the thing I like to see is just the performance, right? Are we competing? Like, I can say hand on heart, we went toe to toe with Bayern, right? It wasn't too long ago where these teams were absolutely destroying us, but I think it's early days, early in the season. There's no need to overreact. We were competitive. We've got a bunch of new players coming in. Hopefully, as they settle, get into the swing of things. So yeah, it's just the first game in it, so no need to be overreactionary. So, but yeah, what did you make of the game?
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. Because I've seen some reactions from like some Chelsea fans. I even commented on a few of like the posts on like TikTok when I was going through like my timeline.
So I tried to avoid it because I just knew it was stupid. It's going to be stupid people talking.
Yeah, no, I just like obviously everyone's got their own perspective on things, and everyone have a right to their own view. But you are playing in the Champions League when top teams are playing each other. One of those teams are eventually going to lose, though, right?
Exactly.
And I think Chelsea performance, and as you rightly said, I thought it was a competitive game. You had the chances as well. You could have easily went ahead before them because I thought you started off the game better than
on the front foot. Yeah,
on the front foot. But look, unfortunately, well, not fortunately, fortunately for me, not unfortunately for you, fortunately for me,
Yeah,
I was on hate watch all week, all
yeah.
midweek. Look, for you guys, you didn't get the early goal that you needed, and I thought you started off well. And it is the Champions League. When you play a quality team, you're going to get punished, especially when you're making mistakes as well. Going into this
That's it,
season,
man.
one of the things I said about your team was just the core of your defense. I thought that needed to change, and that including your goalkeeper and the two centre backs. And obviously Chalobah. Look, Chalobah has been good, so I don't want to say anything bad about Chalobah. But obviously you made an error yesterday. But
Yeah,
it's just the game overall. I just think the bet you're playing a top quality team and they beat you, and it is what it is. You move on to the next game. You focus on the next game. I don't think you should overreact, over analyze that individual game. This
that's
is
it.
gonna happen when you play top teams. One of those two top teams are gonna lose. Is a given. Like both teams can't win the game, so you just have to accept it for what it is and just move on to the
Right.
next game. And you're away from home as well, so like what you want to do is make sure you take a bit. Obviously, you want to try and get something away from home, but if you can't, it puts more pressure on you to get something at home. That's all it is.
Yeah. Do you know what it is? I think it's sometimes people need to kind of remember what we've come from. I think the thing is with Maresca is because he's almost done so well so quick, it's kind of raised the expectations so quick to people thinking that we're here already because we've won the Club World Cup and we won the Conference League. But it's literally just a couple of years ago. I was there watching us week on week under Pochettino. Like I can't even make fun of my United fans because I was there in the trenches. That was us a couple of years ago. So I think the fact that he's done so well so quick, people are all of a sudden saying, like, "Oh, we should be in the title race. We should be doing this. We should be doing that." Like, I think first, just understand it's a young team. We've got a lot of young players. Now, if people have a problem with the transfer strategy, fair enough. That's a different question. But in terms of on the
Yeah,
pitch, we're competing, right? We're competing with these big teams, and on another day, like it can easily have been a different result. So I think just be calm, watch the game with your eyes. Is it a competitive game? That's it. That's all that matters, to be honest. So I'm calm, man. I'm
yeah.
calm. I'm calm.
No,
But
that's go on,
what
go
better
on.
way than to take that fire and aggression and anger than this weekend? That's the good thing about football, man. You can't be down for too long because there's always a game coming up in it. There's always a game.
I hope we we burn that fire. Well, like Paul, what's the best terminology to use?
Just
But,
said put out that flame, yeah. Extinguish the
yeah,
flame.
that's exactly what I'm looking for. Put out that flame that you. But look, just before we go into the game, actually, let's just quickly just your obviously it's the first time we're having a Chelsea fan on the channel. Your thoughts on the season so far? Towards the ending of the video, I'll get your expectation going forward. But what's your like? I know a lot of people tend to equate Chelsea's money to the success. So like they they tend to equate how much you spend to what you should be doing. But
Mm.
obviously that's not reality, right? Just because you spend a lot of money doesn't mean you should be winning everything. And it's everyone spends money and they don't win things. So, what is your thoughts on how Maresca has done so far? Just don't let us go deep and dive into last season. Just go into this season, um, and yeah, and how do you think you end up at the end of the season?
Yeah, I'll be real. In terms of how we spent the money, clearly it's not been the best, right? Because when you're buying players and then you're selling them 6 months later, 1 year later, it's obviously not the best. But in terms of just the manager, like I couldn't be any more happy with the manager. Like I was saying earlier, I was watching Graham Potter and Pochettino football. I thought I was in the pits of hell. So Maresca, he's giving me hope. He's giving me a shining light, and it's just the fact that when you're watching games and you're just uncompetitive, like you just know you haven't got a chance in hell. It's a deflating feeling. So now I can appreciate that against any team. I know our manager can set us up tactically to do the job, and then on the day, it's just whether the players can deliver. And I think in terms of how we've done so far this season, some performances weren't the best, but I can comfortably say every game we probably maybe not the Bayern game, but every game we should have won. Like people are just getting negative now because obviously if you draw against Brentford, everyone's kind of heartbroken and stuff like that. But one, that goal's offside anyway. But that's a whole other conversation, right? But if that's a win, everyone's changing the mind. Everyone's like, oh, 3 wins in a row, one draw, we're like second in the table. But obviously, because it's a draw, everyone's having a lot of reactions. But I think we're playing well. I think we'll still have a few layers to go. Hopefully, when Garnacho starts playing, he's a bit sharper. He'll help us out. He's looked all right, to be fair, so far. Start of the season. Hopefully, Gittins gets a bit of confidence as well. Hopefully, like Pedro, you've seen he's been all right as well. Obviously, the Delap injury kind of hurt us still, but yeah, like obviously, a few draws isn't the best way to start, but I'm still optimistic to be honest. I think we'll have a fine season. I can't lie. I think it'll be all right.
Okay. Now that's obviously good to hear. We'll see how you get on. We'll revisit this. As I said, we're going to get you on quite a few times anyway. So revisit this and see whether you're still as positive as you sound right now.
Yeah, I'm positive. Don't
Let's
worry, I'm
go.
positive.
Let's go straight into like Saturday's game. Look, how do you feel? Because obviously, as a Chelsea fan, knowing the pressure that's on United, knowing the pressure that's on the manager, and how we started the season, look, I don't share the same sentiment as a lot of like United fans in terms of like they made it seem like the results hasn't been great. Like I told you, I think take the Grimsby result. I mean, aside that because that one is a shambles. There's no defending that one.
I don't know. I don't know if you can take Grimsby aside, but we'll try.
We'll try and take
We'll
shambles to the
try.
side for now. But let's just stick to the Premier League. I don't think the performance has been horrible, but we haven't got the results that you would have hoped from like our performance. So at the end of the day, what matters is performance. So even going into the game like Saturday, despite the performance, I'm not confident, and I'm not too sure if he can get something out of it. I think the manager needs to desperately get something out of it, and if he doesn't, I'm not sure how much longer that he
Do you
has.
think? Do you think this could be the game where if he loses this one, then that's it? Because I'm hearing there's quite a few murmurings going around
Yeah,
about
no,
his
I don't
punishment.
know. Like there's been a lot of noise around that if he loses this one, I mean, what there's different rumors going around. Some are saying he's got 3 games to save his job. Some are
Oh
saying
yeah.
that the board are backing him, and the new ones that's come out today is that what's his name? What's the co-owner called again?
I'm a Barado.
No, the co-owner, the Ineos guy.
Ratcliffe.
Radcliffe, yeah. Someone saying that Radcliffe is like flew into Manchester today to what they were saying it was scheduled. It was a scheduled meeting anyway, but as part of that meeting, he had conversation with Amarin about the team. So look, it's clearly a lot of pressure, and there's been,
So
and you know what it's like with United. There's a lot of scrutiny when it comes to United. So it's a pressure game for him. We're at home, whether he gets sacked if we lose or not, I don't know. But as a Chelsea fan, how confident are you going into that game?
look, on paper, United are dreadful. Chelsea are world champions. So on paper, it should just be 1+1 = 2 in it. But we know this game of football, like it doesn't work like that, right? United can lose to Grimsby, Liverpool can lose to Plymouth. That would be the magnitude if Chelsea lose this game to United. But these things have crazy things have happened. And do you know what it is? It's just weird because it feels like whenever Chelsea comes to United, it's like they just always have something a little bit in store for us, like I feel like it's been a while since we've properly beat you, to be honest. I know near the end of last season, I think we won like 1-0 near the end, but even that was a tight game as well. So on paper, yes, I should feel confident that we should beat you guys, but I don't know what it is. United, especially at Old Trafford, you guys just have some weird, weird voodoo against us. But no, we need to win, man. We need to win, especially after drawing against Brentford, losing against Bayern. I think just one to just quiet the fans down as well, just to keep everyone on board. If we draw or lose that one, I love my club, but things can just start to get real toxic real quick. So we just need to make sure we just put that one away. And I'm confident we will, to be honest. We should do. We've got too much quality in that team. United are on a bad run of form, so hopefully my guy Cole Palmer is looking fresh, he's looking sharp, he's looking on form still, so hopefully he can bag us a winner.
Yeah.
How are you feeling
No,
about the game?
I don't see why. You know what? The performance. It's not so much the performance I'm worried about. It's the result. Like we've
Yeah,
performed and haven't got the results. So
yeah,
so that's where the difficulty is. And I can't. I'm not saying
yeah, I
that
hear it.
I can't go in saying, oh, we're going to lose, and at the same time, I'm not going into the game thinking we're going to win as well. Because despite, I don't think we played bad. We might not have sustained a level of performance for a whole 90 minutes period in all our games. But I don't think we've had like bad games. I know what we
Yeah,
were last season, and I know what the performance was last season. It's definitely not last season. Like as much as people want to make it seem as if that the performance hasn't improved. For me personally, it definitely has. But
but
I
then
think,
what do you
and I
think's
do, and I
missing
get
then?
it. The most important thing, we're creating
Because the
chances, we're just
players
not
have
scoring
gotten
goals
better.
again.
Mm,
Like we're just not scoring goals. So like I don't know what else we can. So if like I don't want us to go into our individual game because this should be about Chelsea, but like
yeah,
the
yeah,
first
yeah,
game
yeah,
against Arsenal, create chances, we didn't score goals. Create chances against Fulham, we didn't score goals. The goals we conceded against Arsenal was a mistake. Goals we conceded against
yeah,
Fulham was a mistake. Then we played Burnley, which we won three. We scored 3 goals. Some errors again, concede 2 goals. Then we
yeah,
played Man City. We had the moment that we seemed like we was in control of the ball, dominating the ball. They hit us in a transition and they scored out of nowhere. So it's
yeah.
lapse of
That's it.
concentration, mistakes. And, so it's not, but it's not the same as last season. Last season we were just running around like headless chickens. Last season, so that's slightly different. So and
Yeah,
one thing the manager can't do is he can't physically put the ball in the back of the net for these boys. So what you want him to do is to set out a team that's going to create chances, which they're doing. And
yeah.
if they don't
I
score
hear it
those
still.
chances, what can the manager physically do if the boys are not if they're not creating chances? Then is a different ball game. Do you get what I mean? That's not it's
Yeah,
not what's happening here. All the games that we played, we've created chances. We've had chances to score goals, but we haven't. If we haven't got chances, then it's the misplaced passes, like the last pass. Every time we get to the final end, there's always something. Even when we do create the chance, then they'll miss it. So there's and that's why I'm not going to the game thinking that when going by the games we played so far, we've had decent games, we've had good performances, but we just haven't picked up the result. And that's where my worry is going into the game. And I'm not saying we can't beat, and
yeah.
I'm not saying you can't beat us. I just don't know what to expect from it. I'm tired of predicting stuff, and none of this is happening. Whatever I predict doesn't happen. So look,
I can't,
I'm on the fence with this.
but I can't, that's what
Go on.
gives me confidence because as much as a lot of people have like said, "Oh, Chelsea's defenders are meaty, the goalkeeper sucks," or whatever they want to say about our defense, I think we've got like one of the best defensive records in the Premier League, to be honest. So, like the way, and that's why I think like the manager is so important, right? Because I can't like the plays only really matter when you're facing big teams, in my opinion, right? Like because that's when the individual quality really shines. But if you have a good setup, you can hide a lot of deficiencies. So whilst our centre backs, you could say, oh, if they were playing for Fulham or someone, but they look at our place, probably not. But the way we're set up now, we don't really concede that many chances, to be honest. And I still think with United, like
Yeah.
they just have too many lapses in concentration. They can be a bit leaky at times. So I think the way we play, we create chances, and I don't think we'll concede. So I think we should have your number. It's just the only thing
You
that
don't think
worries
you
me.
concede?
No, we don't. We don't. We're not conceding against Man United, but come on, you guys can't score against anyone, man. Barely score against Grimsby. Like, come on, man. Can barely score against Grimsby. Nah, I'm not worried. I'm not worried about United. Do you know what? The only thing I'm worried about here is it's a non-logical thing. It's just when it comes to United, for some reason they want to reserve their best performances and they face Chelsea. So it's weird. I remember like a year ago or two when Ten Hag was on the ropes, like on the ropes. Everybody was beating you guys, and then he goes and beats Chelsea.
Mm,
But that was with that scrub Pochettino anyway, so
yeah,
we don't need to worry about him, man. We got a serious gaffer in charge now.
I'm trying to check like the the last few results against us. So we aren't beaten at home with you for a while. So you haven't beaten
Yeah,
us
for a long
at Old
time.
Trafford for a
Yeah,
while. So
yeah,
so the last season was a draw. The season before that was a Ten Hag one when we won 2-1, and
yeah.
then
That's
we
the one I
won
was thinking
4-1.
of.
See, so you haven't beaten us at Old Trafford. Just obviously, look, one thing United loves to do, yeah, is they and they love to ridicule any any sort of stats or any like long going like run that they may have. They love to ridicule it. So I wouldn't really go by that. But yeah, look, we haven't lost to you at Old Trafford for a while, which well, I think I won't be surprised if it does end up being a draw. Obviously, I think one they will go into that game is knowing that they can't possibly lose. They should obviously go there and try and win the game because we need points. But I think what
Yeah,
will be on their mind knowing is that another loss won't be acceptable by the fans.
yeah,
So look,
yeah.
we'll so in terms if you was to predict the scoreline, um, what what would you say?
You know, my only concern is with Chelsea is we're not fully free scoring like that anymore. But now Palmer's fit, Palmer's back, and like I said, he's looking sharp. Like he came in, bang, scored straight away against Brentford, scored a lovely goal against Bayern Munich as well. Even that offside goal as well. So he's looking sharp, and I think he's one of those ones where in a tight game, you just needs that one guy to be the difference maker. So I think he can do that. Pedro's looking good as well. So hopefully with them additions, I'd probably say 2-0. I can't like United aren't scoring against us unless Kinder and Bomo scores from like the halfway line. United aren't scoring against us, man. So 2-0, two
All
0
right, cool, cool. I'll say 1-1. I'll say 1-1 because I don't know. I'll be honest. I'm not fully appalled by her performance this season. I'm not sorry. I'm not appalled by our performance this season. I do think we've done well this season. And at home, particularly our performance at home has been good. So we can possibly score one. We don't score more than one or two usually, so I think we can get one. I don't think your defense is the best. I've made it clear that I don't think your defense is the best as well. The two centre backs that you have, they individually, I think they are good, but as a partnership, I don't think you have good partnership. I think that's Chelsea's worries. I think you do have individual defenders that are good.
Yeah,
I don't think any of them are exceptional. That they're
yeah,
just
that's the
at
thing. They're
good
all a
level.
bit like good. Yeah, you need that
At
one
level, yeah, they're
exceptional
all
one
like
sit next to him.
exactly. So you have like a good level defenders, but you don't. Your wing backs are exceptional. I love your wing backs. I mean, sorry, your fullbacks.
Yeah,
I think Cucurella's
yeah,
dope fullback. Obviously, Rich James is the dope fullback. But I don't think your centre backs and your goalkeeper are good enough, really, for what
Sanchez has
you
been alright
guys
lately,
are
though.
looking to
Still,
achieve. Yeah,
I feel
look,
like
but you
the
know,
Sanchez is yeah,
but
he's been
one
doing
thing you
his
know about
thing.
those keepers, they're never too far away from a mistake. That's one thing I know about those goalkeepers. You like it's not on. You're not saying that they're not good keepers. Like technically they may be good, but you just can't
Yeah, it's
trust
true,
them.
man.
That's the only thing about those type of keepers. You can't trust them.
Yeah,
You're not putting money on keepers like that. So you know at any given time he's capable of laying you down.
yeah, that's the
That's
thing.
the thing about those keepers. Um, but yeah, look, and in terms of your starting lineup, would you put Palmer back in the team? And would you change anything from the team on? Because I know when Rich James started in the middle on yesterday, would you put him back at
Mm.
right back and then just put who else would have played in there? It would have
It
been
was I think it
it
was
would have been
Gus.
a winger though, right?
Yeah, so what we were doing is we had Reece James and Verton in midfield, I think, and then Gusto was doing the overlapping. So Palmer can cut in on the right hand side. But I think honestly, we had to have that kind of solidity of Enzo, Caicedo, and Reece James all in midfield because it's Bayern Munich, right? You got to show respect to them. So I feel like Maresca's probably going to be a bit more brave, probably put a few more attackers on there. But I wouldn't be surprised if Garnacho starts, because low key, like, he's been a threat on the bench still. So I wouldn't be surprised if he starts. So I'd probably say Palmer's he's got to be back in straight away. Probably do Pedro up top, Palmer and Enzo midfield, probably Neto on the wing, maybe either Esteval or what's his name? Esteval or Garnacho on the wings as well. And then yeah, the rest of the team kind of just picks itself, to be honest. I don't know if Reece James will start. I know sometimes he likes to bring him off bench, maybe, because I think with Reece James, he's just trying to preserve him. He's trying to keep him fit in it. He doesn't want him to be playing games where he has to bomb up and down. So I'm not too sure
Yeah.
he will start, but there's more than enough
Okay.
quality, man. Like everyone's beating United these days, so it doesn't matter who's picked. He's being picked.
You know the worst thing about a lot of these things is I can't reply back. There's nothing I can say. I've got to eat it up.
Can I just ask a quick question though? If
Yeah.
Garnacho scores, how's that going to feel? But how would that feel in your soul if Garnacho scores?
If he scores, we win. I don't care. But if he scores and we don't win the game, it may obviously, I'll be pissed. Look, I don't really care about Garnacho. I'll be honest with you. I'm not one of those fans that players leave. I would have sold him in January. I wasn't one of those in January saying that let's keep him. All I really care about at the moment is United doing well.
And
one thing, a lot of the players that a lot of the players I've been in United for all this while, they've let us down, man. Like, so I'm not hung up on the individual players saying we need to keep this player. I'm not doing that at all. None of these players has been consistent for us. So if they've got to go, they've got to go. It's not the end of the world. Like, all the best to him at Chelsea, all the best to Rashford, all the best to all the players I've left. They haven't done nothing for us. So I couldn't really care until we start performing and seeing players that are performing consistently. Then I can start backing a lot of players. But at the moment, I'm not on that bandwagon of backing players. I'm sick and tired of that, man. I don't give a damn about them. Look, in terms of my starting lineup, I will put Hamad win back, change it from last game because I'll put Bruno as a number 10. I'll put Mbemo and Bruno as a number 10, Sesko at top, Hamad win back. That's if Cunha's not fit, by the way. If Cunha's fit,
I don't know how serious his injury was, actually.
If Cunha's fit, I won't start Sesko. But if Cunha's not fit, I will start Sesko. Then behind Sesko, Bruno and Mbemo. Behind Bruno and Mbemo, I'll put Casemiro and Maino. I hope he starts Maino this time. I don't want to see Ugarte on the pitch. And then on the wing backs, Ahmad and Dogu as a wing back, and I'll keep the three centre backs as it is. So I'll just keep those. And obviously, I hope the goalkeeper, I hope he starts Lemons this time because I don't really want to see Bayern there.
No, United are actually a cursed team, man. What happened to all these players, even the keeper situation as well? It's crazy. But you're not going to start your star signing Sesko up top, the star man.
Yeah.
Oh, no, so, but if Cunha's back, you wouldn't. But if Cunha's back, you wouldn't start.
Yeah, if Cunha's back, I wouldn't start him for now. Because you know what, the starting 11 we had against Arsenal and Brentford, we lost Brentford and Burnley. Those teams played really well. We had a lot more control of the game. We had a lot more control of the game. So, and we created a lot more chances. I just think Sesko is just off the mark right now. It might just need that goal to give him the confidence. But if not, I wouldn't start him at the moment because he didn't really. But the more he's playing, obviously, I think his fitness is improving. But I don't know. Maybe start him, maybe not start him. But that's just what I will go with at the moment. I'll be honest with you. That's what I'll go with. I just want us to have a bit more control. I know what you be like obviously you're gonna have a lot of legs in the middle of the park. So the more we
Yeah,
can pack that
Caicedo,
middle of the
Enzo.
park up, I think the better for us. But yeah, like it's fine. Let's see how things goes. What we can do, obviously, reconnect on Saturday after the game on the channel to see
Hell,
what our thoughts are, to see if any of the predictions come through. Hopefully, I'm smiling. Hopefully, you're not. But we'll
I'll be
see. We'll see how it goes.
gutted if you lose. I'll be gutted. I can't lie to you.
Any
How's
final thoughts?
everyone? Any final
Go on.
thoughts? Or if you don't win, man, how's
No, no.
everybody gonna eat at the buffet and we're gonna starve? So we need to win, man. We need to win. Can't live that down, man. It'll be dark times.
Is that your final thoughts? You need to win.
Yeah, we need to win. Just not even for me, but it's just like I said, I know what it gets like in this team, man. A couple of losses on the bounce and everyone starts getting toxic. So just to calm down all the noisy fans, let's just get this win, man. Let's just get this win. But don't beat them too hard though. I need your manager to stay. So don't beat them too hard. Just a little 2-0 will do. That's all.
Oh, you guys are funny. You guys are funny. But you know what? Look, let's see how the game goes, man. We'll definitely reconnect back. Thanks, people. Thanks for tuning in. And please make sure you subscribe to the channel, like, and please comment as well. Let's hear your thoughts. Are you back in United or are you back in Chelsea on Saturday? Let us know what your thoughts are, and then
Speak your
hopefully I can
sense in
get
comments.
hopefully I can get a bit back on Saturday and we can go through the games. All right.
No,
Thanks, Habibi. I appreciate you joining on.
No worries. Pleasure being on, man.
All right,
Pleasure
take care.
being on. You too. All the
All right, we out.
best. Bye.
Peace. All right.